everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot, and in today's video we will be looking at what is coming next for you in the upcoming week. So as usual, I post this ahead because our friends in Australia and New Zealand usually start the week before us, so I just want them to have the messages as well before their new week starts. And as usual, you have 3 piles in front of you. You can pick according to the beautiful feathers, or you can pick according to the beautiful imagery here. The imagery of these cards are absolutely stunning, and I personally really enjoy them. So I would like to urge you, just take your time when it comes to choosing your pile. Take that deep breath, really center yourself, and then choose whichever speaks to you. Now I shall give you some time to make your choice, and then we shall start off with the very first one, which is pile 1. Hello and welcome to your reading. So if you've chosen pile 1, this is your weekly message, and it is raining in the background. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely adore having rain when I'm doing my readings, because I just find rain to be very soothing. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm just gonna lay down the cards so that we can really look at them together. So, of course, from your tarot cards, you have the Hermit, you have the Chariot, and you have the 2 of Cups. Also, from your flower deck, you have a Dahlia and you have Freesia. Okay, beautiful flowers there. Also, at the end of the reading, I have 2 cards reserved here. So I'll be talking about them later, but just right now, let's start with your reading. Okay, so starting from your tarot cards, you have the Hermit. So definitely you need to take some time to sit with yourself, to sort of get some amount of clarity, to just give yourself that time to sort of organize your thoughts, to sort of decide what is the next step that you need to take. The reason for this is because you also have the Chariot in your reading, so you are coming across a major decision here. Okay, so and this decision is one that needs some careful consideration. This could be about something about your daily life, but definitely it is making you pause and think about something. So make this decision very wisely, very carefully, but also at the same time make sure whatever it is that you decide that on the basis of how you are feeling. At this point of time, don't really fall prey to somebody else's opinion, don't fall prey to somebody else's advice or influences, because what I have here is, if I just skip here to this card, this talks about speaking your mind. So clearly, there is some decision that is coming in, or a direction that you need to take, where you need to be very proactive, where you need to be very assertive. So this week, I believe it is not the time to sort of just be quieter, but I think after that moment of quietness, it is time to really step up your game and communicate whatever it is that you need to be said. Alright, another thing that I get here is, with the Hermit card, you also have take time to breathe out. So possibly for a couple of you, this little bit of self-care time or just reflection time is absolutely necessary, because what I sense is once you start on this journey, once you start on this decision making journey, then you might not get that much time to just to sit with yourself. So make sure to really enjoy that Hermit energy, to really take that time out for yourself. All right, because I believe you'll really need it. And again, you have a card here which says this will all be worthwhile. So possibly what I get is, this little break and this decision making is going to pay off for you in terms of the long run, because you also have the success card coming in. So I think this week for you guys especially is going to be extremely crucial. Now another thing that really stands out for me is the 2 of Cups, but along with the 2 of Cups, you also have the Speak Your Mind, and both the cards look very similar to me in terms of imagery. So this is about really speaking your mind, and this is about a free flow of emotions. So this week, after the Hermit stage, after the taking that breather stage, I believe you are really called to sort of speak your mind, to communicate whatever it is that needs to be said. This could also be, you reaching that next stage of success, but I believe this stage of success will come to you by your own efforts. So you really need to be assertive little bit this week, okay? Also, what I get here is, if you're looking for a promotion in your job, or you're looking for that deepening of your connection, by hiding your emotions or just not talking about how you feel might be hampering your relationship, because you have this free flowing emotional energy. So whatever it is that you have in your mind, whether this be in terms of a friendship, whether this be in terms of a relationship, or this can be in terms of meeting a new person, if you meet a new person, somebody you are interested in romantically, make sure you don't compromise what you stand for. Whatever it is that you need to communicate has to be said exactly the way you want to, all right? Because I just feel for you guys that little bit of breather for you is necessary to sort of work on yourself, okay? To sort of build that inner strength within you, okay? And again, you have Dahlia, which says you have what it takes. So if you are now heading into probably wanting to have that level of success, wanting to have a success in a relationship, success in a friendship, wherever you want to take things to the next stage in the coming week. Of course, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching it, this is going to be relevant. So make sure you communicate whatever has to be said, and you have what it takes. Don't ever forget that. And you have what it takes to succeed at whatever it is that you are putting your mind to. The key point here, once again, is to remember to sort of have that control of your life in your own hands. Don't let anybody else sit in that driver's seat now. And especially this is going to be important for you in this upcoming week. So make your decisions on your own, speak your mind, be very, very clear about where you stand. This might be possibly sometime later in the week, or you could be just taking that little bit of breather in the beginning, but just make sure after that breather you just come out as a clearer person, a person who knows what they want and who are willing to work towards it to get that success. But also this week there is some amount of success coming in for you. So this could be, with regards to your work, but of course that success will come in when you communicate. So the message I get here is, if you're waiting for that long due promotion, if you're waiting for that acknowledgement of a job well done, you might just have to ask for it. Okay, sometimes people just rush certain people under the carpet because they feel like, okay, this person is not going to be saying anything. So don't let that happen to you, okay? So speak your mind. Once you are assertive, once you operate from the level of your power, there is nothing that can stop you from getting that success in your life. All right, so that is what I get. Also, when it comes to your romance angels, we have flirt. So this is like a very light-hearted energy, and coupled with the fact that you have the Two of Cups, you have the speak your mind, and you have the flirt. So really, exchange that flow of emotions. If you're meeting somebody new, or you're just looking out for a potential partner, this could be online, this could be with a friend, this could be somebody you met on Instagram, you never know. Just make sure you are in that mood of healthy flirting, you exchange that light-hearted energy with other person, or just connect with another individual. All right, of course, leaving the romantic thing aside, in terms of businesses as well, if you want to sort of start your own business, now is a good time, and a business opportunity may come your way, or you might meet a person with whom you can actually have a good business opportunity. And what I sense is, you might actually be equals. Even if you feel like the other person is bringing a lot more to the table, it is not like that. You really, really have what it takes, is what the cards are again remind you. And once you sort of place yourself on that pedestal that you are good enough, you have what it takes, and no matter how influential the other person is, you bring something valuable to the table. You are going to be very, very happy you did it. Make sure that this partnership this exchange is on equal levels. This also stands true when it comes to relationship. Make sure to treat yourself as an equal in your relationship. This also goes for your friendship. Make sure there is an equal amount of give and take, because only when you have an equal amount of give and take, success can come to you. Alright, this is what I'm getting, and what I'm going to do new from this week onwards is I'm going to include two things. One is what you need to surrender this week. So for you guys, it's about surrender in your belief in scarcity. Now this really makes sense to me, because this tells you that you have what it takes. What I told you, treat yourself as an equal, and understand that you deserve this success. You deserve all the abundance that is coming your way. What happens is sometimes we feel like the only money we can get, the only success we can get is the success that we will earn. It doesn't work that way. We have all together, each and every one of us, an infinite level of abundance available to us at any point of time. It is our own beliefs that block these things. So for you this week especially, it is going to be important that you surrender that this is a scarce universe, that there is no abundance in life, because the nature of the universe itself is about abundance. So this week you need to surrender in your belief of scarcity. And the second one is a self-care thing. Now I believe self-care is extremely important, and for you guys this week it is chanting. And this chanting part again goes very beautifully with this hermit energy. So I think it is very important for you guys to just connect with yourself. Or chanting can be a simple mantra. If you don't want to chant a mantra, just concentrate on your breathing, okay? And if you have a very good experience with mantras, then I say please do continue. Something as simple as a Ganesh mantra, which is Om Gam Ganpataya Namaha. Ganesh is the god of who removes obstacles from your path. Something as simple as that, or whatever God calls to you. But this week your self-care is about just sitting on that mat, connecting with yourself and chanting. Alright, so this is my weekly reading for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and my wish for you guys is to achieve the greatest amount of success, and you have a fabulous week ahead. I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye-bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to your pile. So if you've chosen pile 2, these are your cards for the week. And it's raining outside, okay? And I personally really enjoy rain. I don't know about you guys, because I really believe that rains are like showers of blessings. So anytime I have rain in my readings, I just welcome it with open heart. Now we will come down to your tarot cards. So your tarot cards for this week are Ace of Swords, you have the Judgment, you have the Queen of Cups. Beautiful card. I absolutely love the Queen of Cups. You have Gardenia from your flower oracle, and you have Lysianthus. Okay, I don't really know much about the flower. Again, there are 2 more cards that I have here that I'll be taking at the end of the reading, and I'm going to be including this every week, okay? Now, to begin with your reading, you have the Ace of Swords. So you are definitely reaching some amount of clarity when it comes to your life. You might be sort of, reaching this breakthrough in your life. There might be this aha moment that happens for you this week, or some understanding is coming. Possibly you have been dwelling on certain things, you've been working through some issues, but you are finally going to be getting that clarity. And from what I get is this clarity is going to sort of set you off on a new path. This can be a new path, or you could just be walking that same path but with a greater amount of clarity and a greater amount of understanding. But definitely, this clarity is sort of shifting a lot of things for you internally. Again, with the Queen of Cups, you have this beautiful gentle energy. Just to begin with, I want to tell you, in this week, if you can do something good for somebody or something kind for somebody, please make sure you do that, because the Queen of Cups energy is a very giving energy. She is all about those emotions, she's all about creativity, she's all about passion, she's all about helping others, because this is a very, very caring energy. Okay, but again, because you have a little bit of clarity here and you're going into a different direction, for a couple of you, I also see you now working on some of your creative projects, or just starting, a new project entirely. Possibly a side hustle is something that I'm getting. And another thing, the solution is actually very, very simple, because the clarity or the aha moment, something that you've been dwelling for a very long time, the solution is actually very simple. Sometimes what happens is, we sort of tend to complicate things in our own mind, possibly because of fears. You also have, worked through your fears. So whatever it is, this entire energy, you are really, really getting that breakthrough, because I see you working through your fears. This is the new moon in Scorpio. Okay, so this is all about things that are holding you back. Sometimes in life, the answer to the most complicated questions is actually the simplest thing. So what I want you to do is just take that one moment and sort of think to yourself, what is the simplest solution to this problem? What is the simplest solution to whatever is going on in my work situation, in my relationship, in my friendships? And try doing that. Try taking the next step towards it, because what I also see here is prayers and wishes. So again, what I see is, taking that next step. Take this Judgment card with a lot of faith, because if you see this card really, really properly, you have the sun shining in the background. Everybody is really, really happy, and this lady, when she's dropping that coin, she has this beautiful smile on her face, so she sort of, is putting this out in the universe, that she already believes that whatever it is that she wants in her life, she is going to be able to fulfill it. So as you walk this new path, or you walk the old path in a new way, make sure your inner belief is like that. So sort of trust yourself, and again, you have your listen to the divine whispers stirring in your heart. And divine whispers, your intuition again speaks about the simplest things. So don't complicate things this week, all right? Sometimes we are so much in our head that we tend to overcomplicate things. So this week, just simplify things is what I'm getting here. And as you move towards this new direction, sort of move with a sense of gratitude in your heart. Move with the sense of also trust is what I'm getting. Of course, this is from the romance angels, but it really works together. If you're taking this next step, take it with a lot of trust, take it with a lot of enthusiasm, take it with a lot of belief in yourself, because only when you believe in yourself and you do things simply, just living every moment, taking one step at a time, can you really, really reach that level of success that you really, really seek in your life, is what I'm getting here. Okay, and again, gratitude looks lovely on you. No matter where you are in your life, always be grateful for things. And you have this certain amount of clarity coming in, so possibly you will now understand that how simple was it for you guys to actually work through your fears. Our fears are basically the biggest liars, is what I believe. They are just lies that we build in our head to sort of stop ourselves from hurting ourselves in a way. This is like, your ego coming in big way. Oh my god, don't do this, you might get hurt. Oh my god, don't do this, people might make fun of you. So step aside from that ego mindset and just work through your fears. Really look at the world, really look at your life from a beginner's point of view, from the point of view of a child which is trusting, a child that believes that anytime you put anything across in a well, your wish is going to come true. That is what I'm getting. And this week, because you have this beautiful, emotional thing coming in, make sure you're listening to your intuition. Make sure you're listening to that inner guidance, because your inner guidance this week is really going to be the key to sort of, set you forth in the direction of your dreams, is what I'm getting here. Coming to your romantic relationships, I believe this week you are called to sort of have faith in yourself. You're called to trust that situation. situation, no matter what situation you're in. If you are somebody who's single and who wants to get into a relationship, who is looking for that perfect person, just believe in your ability to manifest this person, or just have that faith that when the time is right, when you are ready to receive it, it is going to come to you. Because believe me, your partners, the partners you're meant to be with in this lifetime, you cannot miss them. They are gonna come into your life, they are gonna meet you when the timing is right. So trust in that timing, trust in your intuition. So what is your intuition telling you about your relationships is also something that is going to be very, very important for you guys, especially with regards to your committed relationships as well. I think the approach that you need to take with your committed relationships is, one, operate from a place of trust. So if you are somebody who's been having doubts about your relationship, I think now is the time to sort of first of all be grateful for all the blessings you have, and try and see the good in the other person. Try and trust the other person a little bit, and trust in your relationship is what I'm getting. Go back to the simple times, try and do little things for your partner. And of course, the biggest thing here is, whatever you do for your partner, for your relationship, do it with the greatest amount of love. Also, what I get for a couple of you is, certain wishes might come true for you, because you are obviously setting that intention. So when you set that intention with a child's heart, the manifestation is that much more quicker, is what I believe in. So definitely the clarity is coming in. You are moving in a beautiful direction for sure, and I think this direction is going to get you a lot of fulfillment. Now coming to the next two cards that I have now, what I'm going to be doing new from this week onwards is, I'm going to take two cards, okay? One is what you need to surrender this week, and the second is what you need to do for self-care. So for you guys this week, you have surrender to play. Keep it simple. We were just talking about that, weren't we? To have that childlike enthusiasm in your life, to really make those wishes, just have a bucket in your house, if you have a bucket, just a vessel, just fill that up with water, take a coin and just toss it in the bucket. If you have a well around your house, well, you are lucky, not everybody is, but just connect with that inner child is what I'm getting here. So break free from that overthinking habit. Do something fun for yourself, connect with your friends, or spend time with nature if you can, of course, keeping in mind the restrictions. But whatever it is, connect with yourself. And most importantly, if there is one thing you need to take out of all of this, is keep it simple this week, because simplicity is the way for you, okay? And the next one is self-care. So in terms of self-care for you this week is a massage. Okay, so I think it really goes with the Queen of Cups energy, because she is all about that nurturing and caring thing. And caring always starts with yourself, okay? So give yourself that massage, bring out those aromatherapy oils, or just whatever speaks to you, give that massage to yourself, because trust me, even that little bit of self-care time takes us a very, very long way. Okay, so this is my reading for you guys for this week. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have doing it for you. And keep it simple, guys. Don't forget to have fun this week, and come back next week for this reading whenever we post, with nothing but happiness and fulfillment in your heart. And don't forget to work through your fears, because fears are the greatest liars. Keep it simple. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Hello, and if you've chosen pile 3, then this is your reading for the upcoming week. Of course, this is a timeless reading, and I'm going to be putting out all the cards. And just to tell you, it's raining, and I absolutely love rain. I just enjoy that, sound of rain when it hits the roof, it just sort of puts me in that zen-like state. And I don't know, there's just something about the rainy season. Coming to your cards, to your tarot cards especially, let's just arrange them. This week you have the Two of Swords. Oh, you have the Sun. Okay, you have the Eight of Wands. Really makes sense with the action card, doesn't it? And you have Daffodil. Again, you have the yellow of the sun, and you have forget me not. Okay, and also I have two extra cards here which I'm going to be taking in at the end of the reading. Okay, so let us start with your tarot cards. In the tarot cards, you have the two of swords. You definitely are deliberating between two options this week. So there is a choice coming in. So what choice are you gonna make? And it's not really great in terms of just sticking in this indecision phase, because indecision will not really take you that far in life. If you are stuck in that indecision phase, now is the time to move out of it. Okay, and this is especially significant because you have change and progress here. So definitely you are sort of in the beginning of the week possibly stuck in this energy. Possibly this is an energy you're stuck in not out of choice, but because of something that you're forced to do, or whatever it is. But I also feel this week, because there is change and progress, you might actually be getting out of a stalemate situation, one that is been with you for quite some time. So you're finally starting that progress. You're finally ready to take that action. You're finally ready to have that progress. And what I get here is, possibly for a couple of you, you might have overcome certain challenges, but you have overcome them very, very successfully. So, you've had help all around. This could be from your friends, this could be from your spirit guides, but I believe you've always had help. And you are sort of now entering a period in your life where you can put the past behind. So, this could have been a difficult situation. Possibly for a couple of you, this could have been a health issue, a relationship issue, a work issue, whatever it is, but you are healing this week. So your healing is complete, and now is the time that you're really, really having that good time, okay? Because you have the sun energy, and the sun energy is an exceptionally positive energy. So possibly you are celebrating something, possibly you've reached a milestone, possibly for a couple of you, because you have the progress, you might have some good news that might come in very, very quickly. So you can expect a letter this week, especially because you have the 8 of wands. This is like stuff happening very, very quickly to you, okay? And along with the action card, you have to move really quickly now, okay? Because you have change, you have progress. So definitely that movement forward is going to be definitely on a very, very greater pace. All right, and again with the daffodil energy, you have the sun shines brighter when you are here. So you have two cards that denote the sun. So I definitely see a good and happy period now coming into your life, a period that will be very, very fulfilling for you, okay? But another reminder that I have to give you is, when you're heading into change, when you're heading into progress, you need to remember is, you need to be true to yourself. You need to be true to your intentions, because when things are happening very, very quickly to us, don't sort of get lost in that energy, is what I want to remind you. Stay true to your intentions. So even if you're celebrating something, even if you're moving rapidly in a new direction, make sure your basic intention towards what you want to accomplish, towards what your core belief systems are, stay with you, okay? Because that is going to be very, very crucial. Of course, the good news can be about healing as well. This could be about maybe somebody else in your life healing, or maybe relationships healing, or just things getting better. For a lot of people, I sense you're really moving into a positive frame of mind now, and we are sort of letting the August energy go, and we are entering the September energy. Of course, this is a timeless reading, so wherever you are entering a period that is going to be deeply, deeply fulfilling for you. So don't forget to smile, don't forget to really enjoy this moment. This could also, for a couple of people, be possibly a wedding. This could be a get together or a celebration of sort, birth of a child maybe, because I definitely have a baby that's going to be born in my family this week, so I'm really excited. So if you have some celebrations coming up, okay, this could also be you moving to a different place, all right? This could you be you taking a journey as well, a physical journey, because even here in this card, this change and this progress can sort of take you in a new direction or make you start something. So possibly you're starting your work again, you're starting university, you're starting your classes, but whatever it is, there is a shift happening, and this shift, I think, for a lot of you is going to be very, very welcome in terms of your life. Okay, again, when we come to your romance energy, you have chemistry. So possibly for a couple of you, you could be meeting somebody who you feel you just have a great connection with. Your connection is very magnetic, and your attraction can be very, very mutual is what I sense. So this week, if you meet somebody or you just fancy somebody this week, make sure you take action towards this person, because what I sense is the feelings for a lot of you are going to be mutual. So this is not the time to sort of sit back and reflect, should I do this, should I not? No, if you like somebody, if you want to take an action towards anything at all this week, make sure you take that action, because 99% of the time that action is going to be very, very fulfilling, because you have the sun in your reading, and not once, you have it twice. Okay, also when it comes to relationships, make sure to recreate that magnetic connection. So maybe candlelight dinners, a little party outside, a little bit of picnic, just to connect with your partner and to sort of bring back the attraction is also something that I see. Also for a couple of you, you could be sort of healing in terms of your relationship, or your relationships could be progressing. So for a couple of you, I won't be surprised if there are like proposals coming this week, or just something happy happening in terms of your relationships as well. So that is also something that I see for you guys. So it's going to be a very action packed week, a very fulfilling week is what I sense. But the key point here is make that decision, come out of that dilemma. Just the energy of the past is gone, you are healed, it's time to move forward. So move forward. Okay, we shall take about what you need to surrender this week. Okay, so now this is interesting. Surrender the idea that you can fix somebody. So the message here I get is you need to sort of just accept the other person for who they are, and you need to accept yourself for who you are. Change can happen within yourself. See, you can change yourself, you can never ever change somebody else. Alright, so make sure you keep that in mind as you move forward this week. See, each person, whether this is in a relationship, in a work relationship, in a friendship, is always accountable for his or her own healing. And because you have the healing, if there is a person in your life that requires healing, he or she will have to heal themselves. You cannot do it. Okay, and what I see is even this person is going to be healing, because you have the healing energy, or your relationship will heal, but in its own time, in its own way. So don't try to push things too much, because you have the action card, because in terms of relationship it says don't fix somebody. Okay, so don't try it this week. And the next one here is from your self-care oracle, and this talks about grounding. And I think the message of grounding for you guys is especially important, because you have the action part. Like I said, always remain true to your intentions. So at least in the morning, in the evening, whenever you have time, just sit with yourself and ground yourself. If you can go out in your garden, taking all the precautions you need to take, if it is possible, just sit and connect with the Mother Earth energy. The Mother Earth energy is the most grounding energy. If you cannot do that, just sit wherever you are in your house on the ground and just sit with yourself, because you have a lot of action coming in this week. This amount of grounding, taking that little time for yourself, is going to be very, very crucial for your self-care journey. And self-care, my dear friends, is especially important. Alright, I'm going to leave you with that. So I shall see you now in my next reading. Till then, bye bye.